What's up, guys? Maritime Spook here. And first off, guys, I want to say, Merry Christmas to everybody. This is going to obviously come in after Christmas time, this video. And also, the next couple days, it'll be 2019. So I hope 2019 brings prosperousness and just happiness to everybody, watching this video, basically, guys. So we all get some presents if we're lucky enough at Christmas time, and this was a present from a very, very good friend, my buddy Derek at XXX Knives, as you can see there. This knife basically encompasses my style of bushcraft and outdoors in general, and Derek just has a way of finding that. If he has an idea of you as a person, or if you give him an idea of what you're like as a person, he just can find a way sometimes to make something perfect for you. This is the second or third time he's made something like absolutely perfect for me. And I'll explain why I say that when I show you more of this knife. But first off, guys, beautiful sheath that's starting to break in like gorgeously. It is riveted instead of stitched. And what that does for the consumer, guys, is after a long time, or even after a short time, some of your stitching on some of the knives will actually start to loosen or let go, especially if you carry the knife a lot. And what this rivets does this way is it makes it so there's no stitches that are going to let go. I've had sheaths of his for years now, and without any difference at all in the fit and finish on the sheath, because they're riveted. So just love that. Got the XXX Knives logo right there, which is gorgeous, imprinted in there. On the back, it's a dangler style sheath, which is awesome. I've grown to love danglers, so that's very cool. But once again, customization wise, if you don't want a dangler, I'm sure he can accommodate you there. It has like brass sort of pin there, and the rest of the hardware here is brass. It's just gorgeous. Canadian flag imprinted in there, and my initials, DJ. Not Maritime Spook, obviously, but my real name. So once again, that's another customization you can have done. Get your initials, get your girlfriend's initials, get your son or daughter or brother's initials, get, initials on the sheath. Very cool little touch. And it also, for, security reasons, I guess, it's a way you can identify something. So I really like having that initial on there, and it's customization. So very, very nice dangler, very strong dangler. The handle scales are black Corian, and they have bulldog pins of Derek's. And if you're not familiar with the bulldogs, they lock in like this. They're probably the toughest pins on the market you could probably get. These are mirror polished. The pins are mirror polished like that. You can see they're very shiny and just beautiful. So have a look at this, guys. Right off the bat, you're going to see this is like a spear point blade. Let me get the light here too, guys. I think I mishapped here. There we go. So right off the bat, you can see this has like a spear point type shape to it. And that goes back to what I was just talking about at the beginning of him finding like the perfect type of knife. Because my outdoorsmanship, I guess you would call it, I blend bushcraft, but I also like to blend a little bit of tactical into that as well, or military surplus. So this is a knife that can be used outdoors, but if you had to, we'll say, go to work in a tactical fashion, this is the type of knife you could have too. And that just blends into something with Derek. If you're in the military or a security contractor or something like that, he's made knives for people like that in the past. He could make a knife like that for you if you want a knife that's more aimed towards like combat. Because in all honesty, guys, this is more a military type knife. Derek said it himself, and since I've carried it, and other people that have also seen it, the way this Cathmor set up and the way it's ground, it is a very good, we'll say, fighting type knife. So very, very cool. And just another customization, as I said before, that he can get in. His grinding is immaculate, very even, and just gorgeous. We have some file work on the back that is just beautiful. It's the only knife I have like that with this type of file work, and it is perfectly uniform and handmade, so it's just gorgeous. Just love it, guys. So we got the black Corian with gray liners, and I love having liners on a knife. And just this knife in general, guys, it locks the hand perfect. It's the right weight. It's totally perfectly balanced. You know, just every little box that you could tick on this for a knife, it's there. So the handle is perfect, guys, because it gets fatter in the front and the back, but in the middle where your fingers go, so where it needs to be fatter here and where it needs to be fatter here, it's fatter. In the middle, it's thinner where your fingers go, and it just gives you the ultimate purchase, you know, for the type of knife it is. But once again, it can also be used, obviously, just as an outdoors knife, or backpacking knife, or bushcraft knife. But the design and a lot of things to consider with it are set up very nicely for, we'll say, a military type knife. So I absolutely love it, guys. And this is materials-wise, like I said, it's black Corian with the bulldog pins, gray liners, black Corian scales, as I said. It is A8 steel. And that's another thing to talk about with Derek's knives, is that if you like 01, if you like, you know, I have an M2 knife, steel by him. You know, there's different steels. He has his Canex 60 L6. There's all kinds of steels, guys. So if there's a steel you prefer, most likely he's worked with it, or he has a steel that is very comparable, or most likely better, because Derek is like a metallurgist type of guy. He knows everything about metal, and that's part of what he does, you know, did on the side. You know, it's basically just a metal genius, guy. So if you want a different metal that's just different from the norm, you know, once again, have a talk with him. So this basically just shows some customization, customability that you can get on a knife, guys. The Cathmor model, the name Cathmor in Gaelic and Irish means great warrior. So this is a great warrior knife, guys. It really is. So I just want to show that with you guys. You're going to show that to you and say thank you to Derek at XXX Knives. You're going to see a link in the description to his website. And if you want something customized, guys, get a hold of him. If you want just the plain Jane, one of his awesome outdoors knives, those are there too. So great package, guys. Gorgeous knife. Heirloom quality, something that you can pass on to family, you know, or friends. So I just want to say thank you, like I said, to Derek. Thank you to everybody that supports the channel. And I'm going to put this back in the bubble wrap because I'm going to do a few things. And, you know, I'll carry it more and more. But for today, she's going to stay safe because it is gorgeous, guys, and I do love it. So I've been calling it the Punisher. You know how some of you guys that are real close to the channel know that, you know, Derek didn't make up that name, but I'll find a little name for the knives usually. So anyway, guys, Spook signing out. Get a hold of Derek. There'll be a link in the description. I hope everybody has an awesome 2019, and thank you, and stay safe.